Hi guys, my name is Stephanie. If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you're not new here, hi, welcome back. How's it going? So we are here to do kind of a recap of January, my plans for February. How did I do with my spending? How did I do with my wax in versus wax out? And to discuss my February melting basket. So, if you guys want to know how good or bad I did, keep on watching. Okay, so first things first, I'm drinking water. I have done really good with cutting back on my wine. I think number one, it helps that I'm not working at a winery and talking about wine all day, because then I'm not like, ooh, I want some wine. So that helps. I will open up a bottle of wine and pour like half a glass. And then next thing I know, like a week and a half later, I'm like, oh, I forgot I had that bottle of wine open. And it's, do not keep your wine for more. If it's red wine, you can keep it for a couple of days as long as it's corked and in a cool environment. Your white, 2 to 3 days in the refrigerator, but after that it's got to go. So for those of you who keep your wines in your fridge for weeks on end, don't do it. Anyways, okay, so I'm just drinking water. And then I am wearing Juicy Couture Gold Couture. This is just a beautiful gourmand caramel sticky sweet. I like it. It's just fun to wear. Okay, so let's talk about how I did with my spending. I would say I have realized with myself that if I'm not spending on one thing, I'm finding something else to spend money on. So, however, so I have fallen down the dress rabbit hole. Fell down, have since climbed up, and okay, I'm good. Because for a while I forgot my motto, which is I am fulfilled. I have the dresses that I want and need right now. I don't need to just go scouring Poshmark and Mercari for dresses that I have seen on the websites and I can no longer find on the websites, that they don't sell, and I don't need to do that. So there's that. And I did spend a pretty penny on that. But like I said, I had to remind myself I am fulfilled. I don't need another stinking dress. Cool. When it comes to the antiques and vintage stuff, that I will say, yes, I can go out and get more stuff for cheaper. And I do every paycheck a lot for that. I do pull out cash and a lot for that. And when I'm done, I'm done. So did I buy a lot of not necessarily high-end antiques, but some vintage and older pieces? Yes. And did I run out of cash a lot? Yes. And did I use the credit card sometimes? Yes, absolutely I did. So, however, one of my new ventures that Mike and I have talked about, and that I've talked with my youngest, Brianna, she's going to help me out with it, and Michaela as well to a certain extent, is I am actually going to be starting to do reselling and procuring a curated, probably create a website and sell some of the vintage antique stuff. So I'm also buying in preparation for that. So there's some stuff that I'm like, I absolutely have to have in my house. And there's some like I absolutely have to purchase because I love it and I want someone else to love it as well. So I will be keeping you guys up to date on that. If you like antique, vintage, home decor stuff. I don't necessarily know about furniture. Probably not, because shipping. And the nearest antique mall that I might even consider like renting a booth from is like 35 minutes away. Do I really want to deal with that? Not really, not right now. So all that to say is, yes, I have started purchasing some stuff that will be cleaned up and sold. So that one I think I did pretty good on. It was the dresses that I feel like I went from not buying a whole lot of wax to buying dresses. So that has been fixed. When it comes to wax, you guys, I added up what I spent with Scentsy, and then I added up my vendor, and it was disgusting, and it was eye-opening, and it made me sick to my stomach when I added up how much I spent in 1 year on wax, you guys. Granted, it's beautiful and I love it, and we have a wax addiction, and absolutely we can keep saying that, but not one person needs as much wax as I have. Not one person. And not one person needs to spend that much money on wax for your own personal use. Yes, I'm a Scentsy consultant. I made $1,500 with Scentsy. I have like I want to say like 1.5 customers, maybe 2 customers. So my mom doesn't really purchase wax, but she does have a club. It's like $45. And then I have, maybe I've had like 2 customers, but I have one who is consistent. And then my mom. That's it. So I spent over $6,000 last year just on Scentsy alone. And and to only get $1,500 back. So to be taxed on buying my wax and then to be taxed again on how much I made, right, is also kind of eye-opening. My vendor wax. I tried to go, I just didn't have time because I did this yesterday. I couldn't get on, so for Second and Spruce, Lavender and Speckles, Salt Mountain Melts, and Pharmacist Daughter, I didn't, when you have the paper that they send, the invoice doesn't have prices on it. And I just didn't have the time. So minus those 3, I had 17 vendors that I could go back and look with how much I spent for 2024. And that was close to $11,000. Teddy B's was $5,590 some odd dollars. Teddy B's alone. Okay? So $10,000 and something dollars in vendor wax, $6,000 in Scentsy, not including Lavender Speckles, Salt Mountain Milk, Second and Spruce, and Pharmacist Daughter. So let's just guess $20,000 on freaking wax in 1 year. That is disgusting. That is embarrassing. That is, for me personally, unacceptable and eye-opening. That absolutely eye-opening. And so while part of me the other day watching Alexis and Summer was like, oh, let me, watch them. I was not tempted in the least to go in. And I have not been tempted to go in. That being said, so here's what I'm going to do. I have my journal, my wax journal. So what I did was this top line here is pretty much my guesstimate with how much I spent in 2025. So for every time I purchase wax, I will subtract how much I spent from my total from 2024. My goal is to be as close to $20,000 as possible by 2025, closer to the $20,000 than zero, because that just means I spent another $20,000, if that makes any sense. So far, the only wax purchases I have made this year is from Scentsy. I did purchase, and this is where like FOMO, hurry up and get it, got the best of me, was with the bricks. I blame Amy for this. So Amy was talking about Ghostly Greetings and Pretty and Plaid being in clearance in brick. And I was like, oh, heck yeah. Well, I bought 5 of each. Did I need to? Absolutely the frick I did not need to. But I did. That was $200. Then I spent $108.13 because I got the warmer, the bunny warmer that was in clearance, but I also ended up getting a few scents that I don't have. It's in my quarterly club that I wanted. So I did the 6-bar bundle, and so that was $108. And then I spent an extra. I do need to add in how much I spent. Oh no, I didn't spend any on that. Hold on a second. And then I did a party closeout and ordered some other stuff with it, and spent $69. So I'm at $19,608. That's how much I have spent so far this year. 200, 300, 380, 390. Let's just say 400. I spent 400 so far on wax with Scentsy. Not all wax though. Like I said, I got a warmer. Did I need the warmer? No. So that's the goal. If that makes any sense to you. Okay. So my goal is to not be down to zero. My goal is to be, I cannot spend that much money again in my ever loving life. That's absolutely disgusting, embarrassing, and does not need to happen. So that was very eye-opening for me. And how did I do with keeping a log in here? You guys, I didn't do very good. You want to see? I stopped on the 7th of January. I got distracted. So starting again, we're in February. I did spend so far $145 on a one of those wagons for when you're shopping. But that's sort of like a business expense, because when I go to the antique fairs and stuff like that, I usually have just like a shopping bag, and I'm constantly taking trips to my car. This way, I don't have to do that. So there's that. Oi, you guys. Wow. A lot. So my goal this year is with that money that I'm not spending on wax is going to go to pay off bills. I said that last year. I can't buy wax because I want a car. I can't buy wax because I want to pay off a bill. And I don't know what it is that I feel like I have to spend money on something, right? If I'm not spending it on wax, I'm finding something else to focus on. The good thing about the vintage and older stuff is I can go to the thrift store and spend $20 and turn that around and fix it and do that. So, whoa, I have to get bills paid off. So, if you're interested to know what, I have about four cards that I really want to pay off and down, and then we can focus on like our solar and my student loan and stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm going to get into the nitty gritty of that, but I will let you know that I'll let you know when a card is paid off. Okay, that's my goal. Like, that's priority. Priority is making sure I have money for food and groceries, which isn't an issue, but criminy sakes, $20,000. That's a car. That is half of that. You guys, that is insanity. So no more, not doing it again. You hear it now. I'm not spending that much wax again, ever again. I'm not doing it. So it was easy for me to say no on Teddy B's, knowing how much I spend every single time she comes out. And that's something else I have to figure out for myself is how, why do I feel like I have to go big or not at all? And I don't know why that is with me. Could be the ADHD. I just don't know. And it's safer for me to just not go than go, if that makes any sense. It's just safer for me right now until I figure that out. So, okay, I will be right back. Okay. I had to go pick up Michaela from work. She got off early. So, done with my tangent. I have thrown it all out there on the table for you guys. And please don't judge me too harshly. Please just be kind with your comments. Okay, I know that money is ridiculous. Some of it was allotted for, but a lot of it was not. So I let the FOMO and I let the push from others influence me. The doing all the hauls, like it's so fun. Love doing hauls. Love sniffing new wax and all the different scents. Love it, you guys. But I have to put my family first. And that's money that could have gone into savings. That's money that could have been an extra payment for mortgage. I mean, that money could have been at least half of it, at least 3/4 of it could have been used for something else versus all that wax. But it is what it is. I am going to love melting all of this wax, and I'm going to take my time with it, and I'm not going to hurry up and melt so I can hurry up and put something else in so I can hurry up and get rid of it. I'm going to enjoy it. If it smells good and it continues to smell good all day, then I'm leaving it in. I'm not going to try and hurry up and melt something just to make room on my shelf. So with that being said, hi, yes, I see you. Good morning. Hi. Let me show you what I have. So I've got my melting basket here, and this is the smaller basket. You guys, the basket that I had was literally like 4 of these piled. 1, 2, 3, huge basket, and it was filled and then overflowing. So I would say I did pretty good with melting through it. I don't want to put any of this back on the shelf, you guys. I really don't. So I have sort of a little bit of everything, but once again, my goal was to melt through some Teddy Bees, some Swanky, Salt Mountain Melts, Sassy Girls, like just I need to get through a lot of this. I do have like my lavender and speckles and second and spruce, but some of those are like when they started doing loaves, some of those are from summer. So I'll probably wait on that. I'm still all about melting what's in here. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So that being said, I have spiced cocoa croissants. I have Order of the Maesters, House of Dragons, Boudoir. From Salt Mountain Melts, I have Nevermore. Knowles, I have Spiced Buttercream Delight. Also from Knowles, Dapper Man, which I absolutely love. I have Salt Mountain Melts Pink Snow. I have Autumn Nights on the Beach from Sassy Girl. Also from Sassy Girl, 2 Myers Returns. Gaze in tonight. I'll probably put this up in my bedroom because it's a perfumey note. I have Ghastly Ghost, which I really enjoyed. 2 Holiday Markets. 5 Little Pumpkins. So that's that for Sassy Girl. More Teddy Bees Christmas Cookies. Brown Butter and Praline. White Woods. And Honeybee. I think that's it for Teddy Bees. From Swanky, I have Tobacco Leaves and Amber. Falling in Love. I have Pharmacist's Daughter. It's always been you. That's a custom loaf I did. Also Southside Serpent from Sassy Girl. I have Second and Spruce. This is Elves in the Break Room. This is the one Martha sent me. I had one and I sold it, and then I remembered, wait, Martha sent me one. I can cut up more, but this is probably going to go up in my bedroom. Salt Mountain Melts Beignets and Milk. From Salt Mountain Melts Fireside Cake. The rest of this is Salt Mountain. This is Rocky Mountain Christmas. Snow-Covered Trees. Happy Holidays. And Elephant Ears. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 loaves, and some of these will probably go upstairs in my bedroom. So I'm hoping that before the end of February, this will be totally empty. Now, part of me is like, do I want to fill this basket back up? Not really, because I don't really have a space for it anymore where it's not just hanging on the ground for everyone to see. I think it might be fun for me to kind of go shopping in my stash, and just kind of feel like, what am I feeling like melting today? Pros and cons of that. Cons is, I got lots of loaves, which means I'm going to have to chop that loaf right then and there. So I don't know what I don't know what I'm going to do. What I may try and do is just go like a week at a time. Maybe have a small basket. I do have a little room that I can probably make in my shelf and do a small basket of what I want to melt for the week, and do that. I may just do that. So anyways, the goal is for this to be empty before the end of February. It's good. And enjoy the wax that I have. So that's that. I will try and do like a end of February, how I did with my spending and personal spending. And obviously keep you up to date on my my wax buying and stuff like that. So for January, I brought in 63 pieces. For January out, I got rid of 136 pieces. Now I didn't differentiate between what I pulled for destash and what I melted. It's just January out. So far for February, 7 pieces have come in, but that was from Summer. So Summer sent me 7 pieces of wax, 7 bars of wax. And so far February out is 12. So either way, I'm ahead of the game, which I have never been ahead of the game month by month, in versus out. I've always brought in more than what I melted. So as long as I can stay on this trajectory and do more out versus in, I will be happy. Now, am I going to give myself some grace and some leeway when it comes to wanting to purchase wax? Yes, but I'm going to be really selective with what vendors I am going to be purchasing. Teddy Bees, I don't need to buy any wax anytime soon. Candle Nurse, I purchased a lot of the two 6 cube bags when she was offering that. I do have some loaves, so I will be cutting up some loaves. Candle Nurse will probably be one that I purchase. I don't need to purchase from Swanky. I probably won't need to until like near the end of the year if I am continually melting Swanky consistently. Same with Salt Melt and Melts. I'm really truly enjoying those guys, melting them for sure. So I'm going to be really selective with who I am purchasing from, not because I don't want to purchase from all the vendors all the time. I sure as heck frickin' do, but I don't need to. If I start running low, if I start saying, okay, I'm running low, let me purchase again. I need to only purchase a few things at a time and enjoy it. Obviously still have a stash, but not have as much of a stash. So I got to figure that out. I got to figure out why my brain goes, I can't just buy 1 or 2 things. I need to buy all the things. I got to figure that out, and I got to figure how to navigate that and be happy with a small purchase. So that's my goal. And in the meantime, I just can't. So, coming up, I do have from Scentsy, from using my pay portal, getting paid from Scentsy. I did purchase the 2 new bars that are coming out for spring summer. And then I also used that money to purchase, I didn't buy the 20 catalogs. I only bought 6 because I don't have 20 customers and I'm always throwing them away. And I did buy the new tester kit, because I had 4, basically had 2 years, 2 spring summers, 2023 and 2024. I had spring, summer, fall, winter. I sent those to Anna. So I have no testers. So I did purchase that as well. However, it was not spent with my money. Sort of, kind of, yes and no. It was money that I was not anticipating putting into my checking. It was money I knew that I was going to be using for that purpose. The Cinderella stuff, there's Cinderella stuff coming out with Scentsy. I do have the Cinderella warmer here, but the new one, I guess, it's like white and it's glittery and the light is blue. I about lost my mind when I saw that. I love Cinderella. I love Cinderella. So I need to start saving up for that so that it's allotted for. As far as the new scents coming out, like I really just have to be really smart with it. I may put some in club. I may enjoy what I'm melting. My goal is not to just buy all the things. And so we'll see. We'll see. So, okay, I've done enough chatting. Thank you. Let me know if you guys have kind of gone through the same thing where you kind of have realized how much you spent and oh crap, or just cutting back naturally on your spending because eggs are, a bazillion dollars for a dozen. And that's a priority. I do cash stuffing, you guys, and I do pull out cash for all priorities, right? So grocery, I pull out money and I typically have money left over. And I just roll that over into the next and just keep adding to it. So that I don't worry about. However, you never know. You never know. So that's got to be priority. And yeah, quite embarrassing, quite frustrating. Absolutely a shock. And for me personally, unacceptable. So that's that. Okay. I am done filming I'm done filming. I think I got everything in that I wanted to get in. I will be uploading some of these, editing tomorrow and uploading. I think the rest of the day I'm going to relax, have something to eat, and that's that. All right, you guys. I hope everyone's having a great start to their February, and stay safe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.